Since we met him for the first time in the second season of The Chosen, Philip has turned into one of my favorite characters to watch on screen. Of course, Saint Philip the Apostle is a very well-known figure, but Yoshi's portrayal ignited a particular interest in learning more about the real man. In Season 4, a new Philip will be awaiting us, but I have no doubt Reza will be excellent. And this in no way changes my interest and wonder about Philip, so let's immediately dive in. Philip is included in the 4 Gospels, but only one of them, the Gospel of John, gives information about his life. In the first chapter, we learn that Philip is from Bethsaida, a fishing town on the coast of Galilee. According to John, Simon and Andrew were also from this town. Many think he might have also been a fisherman, though we don't know anything about his life before Jesus. In the very same chapter, the story of Philip meeting Jesus is quite brief. It says Jesus found Philip in Galilee and told him, "Follow me," and that's what Philip did. There is also evidence that he was the one who brought Nathanael to Jesus. So he was fundamental in the recruiting of another apostle. Some people believe Philip was a disciple of John the Baptist before Jesus because he might have heard John the Baptist identifying Jesus as the Lamb of God. After John testifies about Jesus, Philip presents the same information to Nathanael, which makes scholars think he might have heard it directly from John the Baptist. As we saw in The Chosen, Philip was also with Jesus during his many miracles. For example, Philip was there during the feeding of the 5,000. In the 6th chapter of John, Jesus tests Philip and asks him where they would find the food to feed so many people. Philip said, "It would take more than half a year's wages to buy enough bread for each one to have a bite." This is where Jesus performed the miracle of turning 5 loaves and 2 fish into more than enough food to feed everyone. We also know that Philip was there when Jesus turned water into wine. He mentioned in John 14:2 when Jesus speaks during the Last Supper, but he is not mentioned during the crucifixion or resurrection stories, but he was most likely there because other disciples are mentioned in those passages. He was probably among those other disciples. It is also believed that Philip was a spokesperson among Greeks, who were presumably comfortable with him. Philip's name is Greek, unlike some of Jesus' other followers. This is why most believe he was of partial Hellenistic ancestry and why Greeks told him they wanted to learn more about Jesus. In John 12, a group of faithful Greeks came to Philip to request permission to see Jesus. Philip then told their request to Andrew. This also means there was some kind of hierarchy between apostles. As for Philip's death, not much is really known if we ask the Gospels, but there are different stories in different traditions. Some believe he died of old age, while others believe he died a martyr's death and was crucified. According to one tradition, he was crucified by a Roman emperor because he converted people to Christianity. But what really happened to him is not known. If you're already watching The Chosen, I'm sure you know most of the stuff I talked about, but I wanted to give this information to those who didn't know about these things. I hope I was helpful. What do you think about Yoshi's performance in The Chosen? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to next season for more videos like this. See you soon.